Have you ever bought something, a stock, a crypto coin, or even a car, and the exact day after you bought it, the whole market crashes? It feels like there's a hidden camera in your room, and someone sitting up there waits for you to hit that buy button, then yells to everyone, "Guys, they bought it! Dump it now and destroy them." You feel like the universe has a personal grudge against you, right? You feel like you have zero luck, and everything you touch turns to dust. But the bad news and simultaneously the good news is, the problem isn't your luck at all. You are not cursed. The problem is that you are trading in modern financial markets using a 100,000-year-old operating system. Welcome to Blind Spot. Today, we're going to debug one of the biggest bugs in your brain so you never blow your capital at the absolute worst possible time again. Let's go back to factory settings. What was your brain and my brain designed for? To survive in the jungle, find food, and run away from saber-toothed tigers. Our brains were not programmed to analyze candlestick charts, understand inflation, and process macroeconomics. When you see a red chart that's crashing, the logical part of your brain knows it's just a market fluctuation. But your amygdala, the fear center of your brain, how does it interpret the color red? Blood, danger, death. That's why when the market corrects just a little bit, you hold your breath, your heart rate spikes, and your brain commands, sell everything and run. And exactly at the bottom of the dip, the exact place you should be buying, you panic sell all your assets. Now let's see how this caveman inside your brain drains your bank account using two cognitive biases. Bug number 1, the FOMO trap, or the fear of being left behind by the tribe. In nature, if the rest of your tribe started running and you didn't, you'd probably become lion food. Our brains learned that the crowd doing something together is always right. Now bring this into the modern world. A coin or a stock has pumped 200%. Everyone on social media is posting screenshots of their profits. You've resisted up to this point, but suddenly your brain screams, everyone is getting rich and you're left behind. And exactly at the peak of the price, where everyone else is cashing out and selling, you jump in. You just became a victim of the tribalism bug. Bug number 2, confirmation bias in your analysis. This one is the most painful bug. When you make a bad trade and you're in the red, instead of accepting the mistake, your brain starts lying to you. You open up your chart in MetaTrader 5. You see the price has broken your trend line and is going down. But instead of exiting with a small loss, you start manipulating reality. You delete your trend line and draw it at a new angle, just to tell yourself, no, it hasn't lost its support yet. You load up a bunch of new indicators and keep searching until you find just one signal that tells you it's going to bounce back up. Your brain only sees the information it wants to see and censors the rest of reality. The result? Your capital gets vaporized and you get liquidated. All right, now that we know how our brains betray us in the financial markets, how do we fix this bug? You only need 2 software patches. Patch 1, the zoom out rule. Our survival-oriented brain loves short-term conflicts. When you stare at 1-minute or 5-minute charts, every red candle looks like a disaster to you. The solution? When you feel fear or greed, take your hands off the keyboard and switch the time frame to weekly or monthly. Suddenly, you see that the terrifying candle is just a tiny dot in a massive uptrend. Expand your perspective to shut down the caveman fear in your brain. Patch 2, system over emotion. You can't eliminate your emotions, but you can bypass them. How? By having a ruthless, written strategy. Before you even enter a trade, while your brain is still logical, write down on a piece of paper, I am buying at this price, and if the price hits this specific number, I will sell at a loss without a second thought. When the market is open and the numbers are jumping up and down, you do not have the right to think. You just have to act like a robot, execute the code you wrote beforehand, and stick to your stop loss. The world of money and investing isn't a war between charts. It's a war between you and your own cognitive biases. In the market, money transfers from the pockets of the impatient and emotional into the pockets of the patient and systematic. Choose which group you want to belong to. If this video helped you see that blind spot in your mind, join us at Blind Spot right now and hit that subscribe button. In the next video, we're going to tackle an even weirder bug. Why, during arguments and in our romantic relationships, does our brain always do something to make things worse? So smash subscribe, turn on the bell, and until the next video, watch your operating system.